loga, facing over. You a queen when I less than I'm a gozy. Owamie, Owamie. Owamie, Owamie. Owamie, Owamie. Owamie, Owamie. Girl, you're such a powerful woman.
Hi my ninjas, how are you guys doing? It's your girl Owamie, aka Miss Fearful, bring back for all entertainment. If it's the first time joining me, most driven the welcome. Please do make sure that you subscribe and obviously hit the bell. I absolutely love you, and do not forget to follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. It's at boldly Owamie. Now, breaking news, my ninjas: Dr. Nandipha Magudumana faints in her cell or something like that. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and read this for you guys. It says Nandipha Magudumana has fainted in the holding cells. Magudumana's lawyer Machini Motloeng reports that she was forced out of her cell despite not being well. Motloeng spoke with her doctor and he indeed confirmed she was not well together with other inmates. Food poisoning is suspected. Okay, so ciao. Obviously, I do have to say that speedy recovery to Dr. Magudugudu, Dr. Magudumana. But at this point, I think that, I think that there's a big game that is being played with us here, and at the end of the day, guys, like I'm telling you, especially after this whole Dr. Matthew, non-Dr. Matthew saga, I just feel like my trust issues just went all the way up. Okay, for me, I'm not disputing, I'm not saying that no, she did not faint or whatever. At this point, I think that everybody knows that this case is a public interest. Okay, people are very much interested in this case, so they're gonna try and play it the best that they can, because of they know that the public is very much interested in this, a very public case, like the same way that her bail was actually denied, if I'm not mistaken. And so, at this point, we're all just like, okay, we know people that have done more heinous crimes that have gotten bail, aka Musa Kaula out here walking around, yet we all know that they're killers, but I think that if it was a matter of this had happened the time that he was actually popular, I don't think that he would have been granted bail. So I think that the fact that she is a public figure, that actually works against him. Well, anyway, at this point, they're saying that it's just not the only one. There's also other inmates as well that are in there. They're saying that they're suspecting food poisoning. So sometimes food poisoning, obviously, it's not necessarily someone pouring poison. Sometimes it can happen if the food was not prepared well, or maybe there was some contaminations or something. You can actually get food poisoning. I've gotten food poisoning once. Like the first time that I did, it was so severe, guys. I remember I even did a story time. I was so scared, I thought I was gonna die. So yeah, that was like one of the scariest things I ever had to go through. I bought food from a container, ate, not even 15 minutes after I ate, I started throwing up, having a running stomach. It was horrible. And so yeah, I know how severe and serious that can be. However, obviously, sitting down and looking at this case is quite public. Would we put it past them trying to so yeah, I don't know when it comes to everything that is actually going on, guys, but I mean, I'm definitely sure that at this point Nandipha would know better than for them to come and say, this is your food, this is food specially prepared for you, and she eats, So for some of you that may not understand maybe the danger that this woman literally is in is dead. You guys obviously remember that Tower Best actually breaking out of prison, it was one of the most planned out and properly executed strategies. They got cops in, they burned them in his cell, and then he was out and they reported that he passed away. So of course no one is looking for a dead man. Now the problem that happened was that that they definitely got very cocky and they thought that they could go to Woolies and actually buy groceries in Senton, like you couldn't even go to Dubai or somewhere. And this man allegedly has billions of rands, so no one at this point really knows how he got that money, except for the fact that obviously we all know that he's a scammer, because there are people that have actually come forth. That is the first thing. Now the second thing, there was an audio that actually leaked, and the audio was allegedly him actually talking to Nandipha and telling her that he has got political connections and everything, and how obviously he can end her. And so obviously, as I'm saying, it was alleged, we really do not know, but we also then got other allegations that on her birthday, her friends, in full view of her friends, Thabo Bester was actually there, like beating her up. So obviously you can definitely see that there's a lot of things that are being deliberately ignored at this point. In my personal opinion, I feel like, as much as even the media is reporting, as the media, we're not really reporting on the full thing, the full aspect of everything, because you need to remember that we also still have people like Sims Ngema that actually drove all the way to the Free State, if I'm not mistaken. Is it the Free State? Where she actually went there to visit Thabo Bester, yet the person that was owing her was his other name, his stage name, Mutsipe's name, but she was really never fully interrogated, I feel, for us to actually get the answers of why was you looking for this person, yet you went to jail and this was Thabo Bester. And after that, why is it that you didn't want anybody else to say that this is Thabo Bester, that is not him, even though there were gala dinners that were being thrown, people celebrating his birthday party, and him actually being in some New York, whilst she knew that this guy was actually in prison, because that visitor's log actually came out and we saw that it was before his company was even launched. And so it seems like there are also other celebrities that are in there, especially those that they claim that Thabo Bester was beating her in full view of her friends, which means her friends have to have known that Thabo Bester is actually out. So what I'm simply saying is that this case has a lot of people that are going to get implicated, because at the end of the day, someone cannot be able to execute such a plan and people in the higher levels actually do not know what is actually going on. So I think that the more and more this case actually goes, I don't understand why they keep on postponing for nonsense. I don't understand why they keep on postponing for. At this point, guys, we've not gotten anything, and it has been months. We've not gotten the strategy that they used for him to actually escape from prison. We have not heard anything. They keep on postponing. At this point, they're just giving postponement. For me, I think that if you guys remember at the first when this came out, we were all very much invested. We made sure that we knew when is the next court case. We are watching, wow, it's trending, we'll make sure that we're talking about it. But if you look at it, it's getting desensitized as time is going, as they keep on reminding. We'll get to a point where we even forget. I'm telling you, like, we'll get to a point where we even forget. I can give you guys a perfect example. Do you guys remember a guy called Tim Omotoso? When last did anyone actually talk about that guy? You remember, Musi, he's a Nigerian pastor, if I'm not too mistaken, that was sexually assaulting kids in his church. Cheryl Zondi was one of them that actually went and she testified that time. He was trending every day. We were reporting on it every day. It has been years, guys. Nobody's even talking about it at this point. For all we know, you might find that nigga actually just appears in court. Maybe there was a time that he even got bail and he's out and we do not even know. And so I think that, the more and more they keep on reminding this case, they're just gonna desensitize us. And again, I do honestly feel that, her life, I don't think her life is as safe as how we might actually think, because whoever helped Thabo Bester actually get out, I don't think that is the people that were doing the groundwork, the ones that were arrested. I know that yes, maybe they might have carried out orders, and yes, they might have gotten money, but I do honestly believe that there are people that are up there that got real money and that knew exactly what they were doing. And I guess maybe, like, if I was the one that actually helped you escape Shibabom, okay, and you come out here and you is dumb enough to can be shopping or Woolies ko Senten, like, child, I ain't going down because of you, okay? So I'm a deal. I have to. Like, I don't what other choice is there, so at this point, I don't know. We're definitely going to see. As they're saying, they're suspecting food poisoning. I do hope that she's okay, but it's also suspicious for me to say that how is it that the food poisoning only comes on the day that she's supposed to be appearing in court? Is it another strategy that they're actually using? Because at this point, I just don't even know what to believe, you know. But anyway, guys, that is what's actually happening. Dr. Nandipha Magudumana, I guess she will not be appearing in court today due to that. And guess what is the next step that they're going to do? Oh, it's been postponed. They're gonna postpone and postpone and postpone and postpone. Okay, postpone. Anyway, do go ahead and comment down below when it comes to this particular situation. From Owamie, I love you guys. Stay blessed, and I will see you guys in my next upload. Mwah. Bye, ninjas.